Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So a few weeks ago, a lovely lady called Diane Guy contacted me and told me that she had a huge stack of vintage and old papers up in her attic and she wanted to have a clear out and get rid. So she asked me whether or not I'd be interested in having some of them for my art journal pages and mixed media project. And of course I said, yes, thank you very much. So after she persuaded her grandson to get up into the attic to retrieve them all, she packaged them up and sent me a lovely little parcel with lots of beautiful vintage papers and ephemera. So I'm going to switch over to my overhead camera now and show you exactly what Diane has sent me. So this is the big envelope that everything came in. I'm covering up Diane's address because I don't think she'd appreciate me sharing that with the world. So big package, and this is what was inside. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of papers in here. Now, I don't intend to go through and show you every single piece of paper that she sent me, otherwise we'll be sat here for well over an hour, and because there's just so much. Now, apart from the first initial smell that hits you, because it's got that beautiful old paper smell, and you know that I love that, there are, from what I can gather, because I have had a flick through a lot of the paperwork in here, it ranges from kind of like the mid 1800s up until the latest date I could find was about 1944, or somewhere between the war, or somewhere around about the Second World War. I'm getting a bit beyond myself now. So, but a lot of the dates are from around about 1931. Now, for those people who like railway memorabilia, there is a lot of freight receipts in here from all over the country. Now, just look at some of these. So we've got date stamps July 24th, 1931, 23rd of July, 1931. So we've got the Southern Railway Goods Department, Bournemouth Central, goods received, and some handwriting on there. I mean, just how fantastic is that? Now, these are all like duplicates as well. Some of them are not, well, they're all not top copies, but there's all sorts of beautiful papers in there again. So this one is 18th of March 1932, or 16th of March 1932. There's also, and the dates just go back and back and back, and there's all sorts. Now, we have spent a little bit of time actually going through these to see whether or not I can decipher some of the handwriting that's on here, and some of them do tell some stories. Talk about bottles of raspberry jam going missing off the rail freight, and the bottles of whiskey that have been, or crates and cartons of whiskey that have gone missing. There's things asking for invoices to be raised, all that kind of stuff. And look at this one. So again, June the 2nd, 1931. London, Midland and Scottish Railway Company. Home and Colonial 30 Burgess. 13 cases of blackcurrant jam. Above firm are complaining of non-delivery of 1 case of blackcurrant jam. Part of 13 cases from the St Martin's Preserving Company in Slough. Said handed you on May 8th or May 9th. I cannot trace an invoice for the case. Will you please hand me date and reference to your invoice early? For G.A. Gribble. Look at that. Just fantastic bits of ephemera, and there's absolutely loads and loads and loads and loads of those rail freight ones. So I'll just pop those to one side. Now we also have, now this is just a typical one from the pile. Let's use this one. So again, we have a receipt. The North, I think it says Charterland Exploration Company, 1937 Limited. I mean, look at the seals. And we have some stamps. And that one says Southern Rhodesia. Excellent. I love the blue colour. I love the red and the writing over the top. Let's see if we can find some other. They're quite similar. Again, Southern Rhodesian stamps, African investment bonds. That's what they are. So I'll just pop those out. There's also in here somewhere, there's tenancy agreements. There's also some sheets from the Inland Revenue, I believe, for rates of duty for inheritance tax or that kind of thing. Again, dated 1906, this one. Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And there's just, it's a complete treasure trove of fantastic stuff. Shares, look, South African shares. The North Charterland Exploration Company, 1937. So share certificates. All redeemed, of course. So there's no monetary value involved in any of these. Let's just pull another one out at random. But look at this beautiful handwritten. The Sleaford Rural District Council Surveyor's Office. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. And just look at that gorgeous handwriting and penmanship. Again, dated July 25th, 1911. Absolutely stunning. And these are all originals. And I could go on and on and on. There's tenancy agreements for a farm. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And that is dated 1934. So 1934. Cool. Absolutely amazing. Cool. 1934. An agreement of tenancy. Just beautiful stuff. And of course, you just keep on digging and there's more and more and more. More bonds. There's even a receipt in here with a King Edward VII penny red on it somewhere. Just fantastic stuff. Calculations, like for ledgers. There's private letters. This is from 1909. Again, all handwritten. Beautiful, beautiful penmanship. And it just goes on and on. I'm trying to find that receipt with the King Edward stamp on it. I just love the condition, the smell. Builders and Undertaker. Now this talks about building a fence and how much it costs to build a fence. It's a huge fence, including a gate, something like 80 or 6 foot long, 4 foot high, with gates, posts, all in oak. £26. So expensive. More of the goods receipts. London, Midland and Scottish Railway Company for Bletchley. Bletchley Heath, it's a famous place. Again, more tenancy agreements. All sorts of fantastic bits. Just 1907, the Home Farm in Berkshire. Valuation and tenancy. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely amazing. There's loads and loads and loads. Again, Inland Revenue. Assessments for succession duty, personal property, real. For Edmund Charles Sawyer, by the looks of it. Just look at that. £11, 14 shillings and 10pence. 4th of January 1908. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And of course you've all got the terms and conditions and all that kind of stuff on the back as well. This is all about inheritance tax, those ones. So I'll just keep on going through. There's lots of the railway ones. There's lots of the duty ones. So that's a succession for a tenancy. I shall quit and deliberate possession of the land. All sorts of fantastic bits and pieces. You could just sit for hours and hours and hours just going through. Suggested settlement. You just sit and pore through it, going through the numbers and looking at the penmanship and looking at the names and the dates, and it just goes on and on. There's just so much. The Exchange Control Act, 1947. So this one's dated 1948. So I was a little bit late in my assessment. I didn't see that one before. So again, another Southern Rhodesia stamp. And that one's dated 1946, 28th of March 1946. Some absolute corkers. Royal Insurance Company. More post office telegrams. Real post office telegrams. More freight receipts. Like I said, there's just loads and loads and loads. Some are fading, which is a real shame. But like I said, if you're a fan of any kind of ephemera or memorabilia, that kind of stuff, there's just so much. I can't find that receipt with the King Edward stamp on. It was a real nice one as well. But it'll be in here somewhere. While Mum and Dad were here over the weekend looking after Bentley, they went through this and had a real good look and a read. As you can see, there's just so much of this. And the smell is amazing. I just love the smell of old paper. I know, it makes me weird. I'm sure I'm not on my own. And I know there are lots of people out there nodding their heads at the moment. 1947, that one. Again, 1947. There must be inside. But as you can see, there's just all sorts of fantastic bits of ephemera. And again, bonds and share certificates and you name it, there's just loads and loads and loads. 1946, obviously this was after the war, as things were being divvied back up again. People were selling up, moving. And as you can see, there's a huge pile. So Diane, thank you. It will take me a long while to go through all of this and pull out bits and pieces. I am going to have a look to see if there's anything that I can do with some scans and that kind of stuff, and do like an ephemera set for the website. But like I said, it will take a while to pull out the best examples of all of this so that I can share with everybody. So just like I said, there's just so much. So again, thank you, Diane, for sending that huge Happy Mail package. And like I said, it will take me quite some time to go through and pull out the best examples and the pieces that I think people would like to have in their collection as well. So best bits for me to scan to do as some digi downloads. So that's all from me. If you've enjoyed this Happy Mail video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That's all from me for now. I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.